I'm Janie Walker, and for my 10 months this year with Public Allies, I served at the Literacy Center West. At the Literacy Center West, I had 4 objectives to reach. My 4 objectives were to help create the volunteer generation. They were to develop and implement a survey to help the effectiveness of the program, to work one-on-one with the education manager in the morning and take lead in the evening for the GED program. And I was to help improve classroom materials and work with the contracts manager with the evening GED program to help with new funding. So while reaching all of those objectives, I had the opportunity to make a big impact on many people's lives, including staff and students for the Literacy Center. And that's why the title of my POL is Tick for Tack. Now at first I thought of Tic Tac, and I'm like, no, it's not Tick for Tack, it's Tick for Tack. And so you can look at this 2 ways. It's either, when you come into a place, you're motivated, it's what's impact? What is impact to you individually? Is it helping the individual with a temporary need to solve a temporary problem? Or is it changing a person's way of thinking for the rest of their lives to help better them? Well, I think it's both. At the Literacy Center, we had field trips, we had parties, Halloween parties, we had walks that we did every Wednesday. I did journal writing, showed videos, and we talked about it. I had the opportunity to really engage with people one-on-one and help meet specific needs. At the Literacy Center, we have a lot of other supportive services other than job workshops and GEDs. We have a shower. A lot of people experience homelessness, or their water gets cut off because they can't pay the bill, and they can't wash their clothes. We have a washer and dryer. We have with the job workshops program, we have a closet where men come in every day and get clothes to wear, to help go to wear every day because they don't have any clothes, or even to go on an interview so they can look presentable. We have a partnership with Dress for Success for the women in case they need interview clothes. We take them there, we take them to get the clothes, and the job workshops really help prepare them to get their interview, to get the job, to keep the job, and to make it sustainable to help change their life. When talking to the students one-on-one in the classroom, before, I didn't know what tutoring really was. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be easy, I'm just tutoring. No. I was like, I went home like, oh my gosh, I'm something like a teacher. I can't, like, I have to grade papers and assign homework and test people and do orientation. It was just like, this is too much. I don't know. I'm not good with adults. I like children. So it was a totally different experience rather than working with young children, but now working with adults that act like children. So our morning program is 17 through 21-year-olds, and it was literally like high school. So the whole time I'm like, well, while giving them their work, it's like, could you please stop being disruptive? Oh, you tried that, they sassy today. You know, you always get back talk, and you always, it will always be something, it's something new every single day. So while trying to come up with the idea of what in the world am I going to talk about for my POL, I came up with a journal. So it's how have I impacted you and or Literacy Center West. And I asked students and staff to write in it for me, and I'm going to read a couple of the writings. This is James. James was my baby. I love James. He's such a sweetheart. And he's one of those people where I had to keep on task because he gets distracted easily. This is James. You have impacted me in many ways, not just one. You showed me things that have opened my eyes. Your way of teaching is forceful but helpful as well. The way you directly approach me shows me how much you want to help me move on to the next level in my life. Things that I didn't know, I now know, not only in academics, but life also. Thanks to you, I now know what to do to make things easier for myself. Thank you. This is Candace. Candace was a big, big challenge for me because she acts like me a little bit. Like her attitude was like the old me. She was real sassy. So there was a bit, one of the things that I had to learn was how to approach people. Because I have an aggressive personality and sometimes can be too direct or not taking other person's feelings, and to like try to understand it would just be like, no, this is what you need to do, and just be very forceful. They soften me up a little bit. This is Candace. You've impacted my experience at Literacy Center West by not sugarcoating anything when it comes to my education and me receiving my diploma. You also gave me guidance on life obstacles, actions, and my classwork. Even though majority of the time I wanted to shut down and quit, not once did you baby me over my constant changing attitudes and personality. You just simply let me breathe and come back down to reality. But really, all that I'm trying to say is that you were like a big sister to me, a damn awesome tutor, but you and the other LCW staff team got me close. You brought me a long way. I know I am a piece of work, but I'm working on it. I will always remember you when I think of LCW. I remember the case, Miss Sassy. I'm gonna tell it how you know it, Mrs. Jamie, awesome tutor, and that's Candace. And I just want to read a couple from the staff, because like the staff, there's one organization that I walked into where everybody cares. Everyone cares about the staff, everyone cares about every client walking through the door, and it's just everyone's positive and bubbly, and it really helped my energy and when I come in and how to help teach them, because I was able to come in and relate to students, which is what the organization lacked, is being able to relate to their experiences. And so coming from where I come from, and them being in a position they're in, and me still being able to relate in my situation, it was easier to get close to them. It was easier to talk to them. It was easier to actually make a change and make an impact. So, this is C. Thank you for your service at LCW. You are a fantastic tutor and wonderful with our students. I truly appreciate your presence and discipline in the classroom. Your efforts with our high program truly helped set a baseline in our first year of funding with the United Way. I also appreciate the FAL organization in the cabinet and the addition of resources and structure. You're a talented individual. Keep the passion and energy and stay in touch. I'm sort of I probably have a little OCD that's undiagnosed, but I have this organization thing where it has to be a system and it has to work for everyone. So many times I tried different things where FAL should go to create folders and put them in different places because Katie's like really short, and I had things up really high, and so she would just throw it up there, and I'm like, okay, I gotta change this around. And so I figured out a way for everything to work for everybody and for me with my issues, and it really helped. Okay, Katie. To say that our students are lucky or blessed to have had you into their lives is to minimize the impact you've had in all of us at LCW. Few people are able to engage with students, any students, on the level that you have. To them, I have no doubt that you represent how strong, how beautiful, how smart a female leader can be. And to me, you represent the best in education, someone who cares for the students so deeply, but isn't afraid to hold them accountable for their actions. My only hope is that you have been impacted, and you have been able to learn as much from us as we have from you. It has been a pleasure getting to know you, and I have no doubt you have a wonderful and exciting future ahead. Thank you. As a community education advocate, I have had the opportunity to serve over 200 people and have had the opportunity to help over 40 get their GED. And East Price Hill, Santa Maria Services is surrounded by high schools with the lowest ratings in Cincinnati. Euler being at 11%, virtual being at 11%, Euler around like 15–16%, and Western Hills being at 58.6%. Most of the people in the Price Hill community have given up on their GED, especially the older clients. I've walked around, passed out flyers, introduced myself, and I gave up on that. I gave up, I can't do an essay. And the older students are the ones that need it the most, need the most motivation, need the pick-me-ups because they've been out of school the longest. They feel like they've forgotten it all. And when I came in, the first question one of the students asked me was, Miss Jamie, how do you change 1/2 into a decimal? And I'm like, I don't know. I just know it's 50%, it's 0.5. So reteaching myself to teach the students has helped me in my future goals. Even working with TSP, working with the other allies, I plan on continuing my studies as a medical student, and it has boosted my math confidence. I'm getting a curriculum together for high school students to go and speak there to them, to talk to them about how they can be the best versions of themselves that they can be, and to go after the things that they're passionate about. So it's no doubt in my mind that I was placed at the Literacy Center for a reason. Thank you for experiencing my journey with me.